Okay, we are in the Office Go Book, Chapter 1, Introduction to Microsoft Office 2013 Features, and we are on Project B, and this is the second video. We are on page 103, using Activity 1.16, using the Format Painter, and so we want to have two still selected, and now the Format Painter is pretty cool. And I don't know if they had us select the Format Painter to put it on. Oh, it says on the mini toolbar. If I right click on that, the Paintbrush. Okay, now the way this works is whatever is selected when you click on the brush is the paint. So I just dipped this into the paint that is green and bold and Calibri 11 points. And now my mouse changes to a little paintbrush with an I-beam, and now I'm going to drag it over the word from, and I dragged it over too much. So let's undo that, and now let's go back here and select that again and do my Format Painter, and this time I gotta be careful I don't move up with the mouse. There we go. And now I want to do these other two headings here too, and you notice my mouse is now back to the way it was before. But if I click on this, and I'm going to go up here this time and double click, and that will keep the Format Painter turned on until you do something else, okay? Or click on it again. So let's go click on it again, and that way I was able to do two things with the Format Painter. Okay, now we are on the top of page 105, and I want to find the paragraph that begins in the spring, and triple click and it selects all of it. You can also just go over here to the side and double click on the left of a paragraph, and that'll select it too. And I want to, they said mini toolbar. My mini toolbar is gone, so I'm going to do bold and italic. And so those are now bold and italic, and we're going to click on our save button here to save the work that we've done so far. Now on page 105 is a list of keyboard shortcuts that I think are really useful. They can help you move around in a document pretty quickly if you know. So what we want to do is we want to do the one to go to the top of the document. So hold the control key down and press home, which is over on the right side above the arrow keys, and that'll take you to the top of the document. And we want to go to the left of Skyline Metro Grill, and I want to click over here to select the whole paragraph. Also, I could just drag the mouse over it. On the Home tab in the Clipboard group, click Copy. So here's a Clipboard group in Home, and click on Copy, and it just took the text that I just did and made a copy of it. And now I want to go to this dialog box launcher, this little button here that looks like a little square with kind of an arrow in the corner. And we should be looking similar to the picture on the top of page 106. And if we have multiple things that we have copied to the clipboard, we can select from multiple things here, but we've only got one now, and it says to click on the X to close that. And now I want to do Control End to move to the end of the document, and press enter one time to go to a new blank paragraph. And now I want to do a paste, and so click on the paste button here, and it will paste in our text. And below the pasted text, oh, we got some options here. Let's undo that, and we'll try it again. You've got some options here. One is to keep the source formatting. One is to merge the formatting, and you see it does a live preview there for you as well. So right down here at the bottom, it was doing a live preview for me. And it looks like we want to keep the source formatting, which is what you get by default. In the paste gallery, paste options gallery, point to each option, see live preview. I just did that. Press escape to close it, or just click someplace else, which is what I did. Press Control Home to move to the top of the document. and click the salad image one time to select it, and notice when I do, I get picture tools up here. And then we want to do a cut, so click on cut here, and also notice Control X is a really useful keyboard shortcut to learn. We'll do it on the menu here, and it cuts out the picture. And let me see. Okay, now we're on number 10, and it says press delete one time to remove the blank paragraph. Delete will delete to the right of the cursor, backspace to the left of the cursor. So delete that, and now Skyline Metro Grill is up at the top. And then I want to do Control End to move to the end of the document. So now I'm down here, and I want to, it says I want to right click and look at my paste options, and my paste options are keep source formatting, or I'm not noticing a difference between those two. We want the first one that says keep source formatting. Okay. Now it's telling us to do the alignment guides again. I don't know if my alignment guides are going to show up. For some reason my alignment guides are not showing up. I'm not sure what that reason is, but there's another way to center stuff, and that is click on, with the picture selected, click on the picture tools up here and go to Align and choose Align Center, and it'll put it in the center for us. And it says above the picture, click to position the insertion point at the end of the word grill. Press the space bar one time and type for your rehearsal dinner, and then we want to save our document. Click on the save button up here, and then we want to go insert, and we're always going to do footers in this class, so click on footer, and it should shift us down to, I'm sorry, it does not, it does this, and I'm just going to do a blank footer. And if type here ever comes up, never leave that in your document. Type on top of it. And what I want is I want to insert the document info, and that's going to be the file name, and we're always going to do that. On the right end of the ribbon, close the header and the footer. Quick access toolbar, point to the print preview. So let's click on that. Oh, and we're going to remove it. Right click on it and choose remove from the quick access toolbar. And then we're going to save our document again. I'm not sure why we need to save it so quickly. And then click the File tab to go to Backstage View. And again, we're not going to put keywords in. You can skip that anytime they ask you to do it on any assignment all semester long. And now we are on, we're skipping over 18, 19, 20, and 21 on page 108 and 109. And compressing files. Okay, so it does not say anything about just says close this. It does not say, oh, that does close the document. Okay, click on, no, I don't need to save that on the clipboard. Okay, now we're on activity 1.18 at the bottom of page 109. We want to open our File Explorer, which is this button down here, and that will show us the files on our computer. And we want to go to our, no, I think I changed it, so I think we're on the desktop, and the folder is CSC 110, or did I use the one that they told me to use? Let's go back to desktop, and the folder is Office Features Chapter 1. So let's scroll down here and double click, and so there we've got our two files. And now let's turn over to page 110, And I want to click on the first one and then control click, hold the control key down and click on the second one to select both of them. And now we're going to right click and we're going to send to a compressed zipped folder, and it'll put them both into one. We talked about zip folders the other day. So both of those files are in here. They've been compressed, and we probably want to change the name of it, and we're going to, yeah, we're on number 4 on page 110. So we're going to call it last name. No, how about my name? Klein underscore Tom underscore office features underscore chapter underscore 1. Okay, and press enter, and that renames it. And in the upper right hand window here, click on close. And now the next activity is on using help. Okay, we're going to go to start here, and we're going to type in EXCEL in the search box, and it will come up with Excel 2013. Let's go ahead and run that. And it may take a few seconds to boot up here. And this button down here should become active or highlighted as soon as the program gets started. There, now you see it. And in the, let me see, we want a blank workbook first. And there is a help button, which is a question mark. You can also notice you can press function key F1. That's a universal help button. And you should get a help window coming up here. And if we click search on online help, we want to type in formatting numbers. Let's try that again. And hit enter. And it comes up with some options here, and so you look for the one that you think is most appropriate for what you're doing, and you can click on it and it will give you a bigger explanation. And then when you're done, you can click on close. Personally, instead of using Excel help, I prefer to go to Google. I usually get better results if I go to Google. Okay, that takes us to the middle of page 111, which is objective number 12, and we are not going to do objective number 12, so that means we're at the end of project 1B.